back to Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. Since last episode, 3 games have been played, just the 3 games, and we've not been massively great, to be honest. We were on a pretty terrible run of form anyway. First up was a 2-0 victory against Vitesse. 2 very early goals. Gaston on Marco Rusme with the goals on 2 and 3 minutes, and then nothing happened for the rest of the game in that one but 3 points. Then we went to visit the Ukraine for this game against Shakhtar Donetsk, and it was a 6-3 victory for Shakhtar. I really don't know what happened in this game, so let's go through how it worked, because we were doing awful at one point. 7 minutes in, we went 1-0 down thanks to Zubkov. 18 minutes in, Boyachuk scored for them, making it 2-0. 24 minutes in, it was 3-0, Boyachuk once again. 33 minutes in, it was 4-0. Nikita Korzan with a goal. So 4-0 down. Then Bolhalder scores in the 36th minute, makes it 4-1. Seri on the 37th minute, making it 4-2. Just before half time, it goes to 5-2 thanks to Christov with the goal. Into the second half, nothing really happens until late on. David Aguinaga makes it 5-3, and I thought, this is great. We've got 3 away goals and only a 2-goal deficit, so a 2-0 victory at home, which seems doable. And then they go and score in the final minutes of the game. Boyachuk completing his hat-trick, giving them a 6-3 victory. It's not out of the question that we can go through, but it's just very unlikely. And then a 0-0 draw with PSV in the league. There's not a huge amount we can say about that. We are going straight into the matches today because there's not a lot to really talk about. The league is kind of out of the question. We are so far behind second and first place. Third place is kind of our goal. And if we don't get it, I'm not too disheartened, to be honest. I think third place is probably what we're expecting. We're sat there at the moment. It's probably going to happen. The starting lineup we are going to go for against Shakhtar. Christian Lassu is the goalkeeper. Toivio is going to be playing at right back because Constant Nabu is injured. Central defence partnership of Popovsky and Ramadan. Josh Timman is going to be the left back. Midfield pairing of Josh Anoma and Gianfranco Bolhalder. Hotic and Aguinaga are the wingers. Carniero is partnered by Alberto Seri because Rusmir is still out injured, I believe. Oh no, Nabu's suspended, sorry, he's not injured. Rusmir, wherever you are, he's got a concussion, so he's out for 2 to 4 days, so I can't play him in this match. It seems straightforward. We just need to win 3-0. Or we need to score at least 3 goals. If we score more than 3 goals, we are through. Otherwise, we are kind of screwed. If we concede, I can see this match basically being over before it's really begun. I'm also going to struggle massively with most of the Shakhtar players' names. 8 minutes in, and we've got our first highlight. Marlos for Shakhtar. Tayson. Across to Bernard, or Bernard, maybe? I don't know. Tayson. Across again, Ismail. Into the area, crossed in, Bernard's there, and Lassu can't make the save. It is 1-0 to Shakhtar. We now need to win 4-1. It's very unlikely. 10 minutes on the clock, Toivio with a throw, Anoma. Toivio gets it back. He's not very good at crossing, finds Carniero, Bolhalder. Towards Anoma, crossed in, Aguinaga's there. It's 1-1. 3 more goals, that's all we need. It's easy, we scored 3 against them before. If we go through this match, this is going to be probably one of the greatest comebacks in my Football Manager history. Looking at the match stats, it does look like Shakhtar are probably being the better side at the moment, although we have a highlight and it looks like it's going our way. Seri back to Timman, crossed in, not a very good cross, and now the counter-attack is on Boyachuk. He's got a couple of options in the middle, played it all the way back to Christov, Adamyuk, Malishev, Tyson. Boyachuk doesn't get there, Popovsky does. Aguinaga, can we counter? Towards Seri, doesn't get the ball. Christov, Marlos, Tyson. Tyson all the way across to Bernard. Bernard's only got Boyachuk in front of him, finds him, has a go, he's hit it just over the bar. I'm wondering whether I need to play on the counter. I'm at home, I shouldn't need to play on the counter at home, but they are having a lot more chances, and I think if we can counter them, we've got some pace up front, we've got some pace on the wings. It might actually work. Aguinaga gets the ball from Timman. Back to Timman. Ball in the middle. Dino Hotic is there. Dino Hotic has put it in. 2 goals. That is all we need is 2 goals. Oh, if we get these 2 goals, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to panic. We've had 2 shots on target and scored both of them. Keep this up and we might actually do this. It is 7-5 on aggregate to Shakhtar. We have another highlight. Timman with a throw. Aguinaga in towards Carniero. Carniero across. Ramadan collects it. Where are you going to go? You've got no right back really there with you. He's just walking out to the right. Play it in the middle. He finds Toivio, who should be the right back. Ballhalder. Forward. Not a great ball forward. Boyachuk collects it, takes it round his man, runs forward into Zubkov. Zubkov to Boyachuk again into the area. Lassu makes the save. We got lucky there. We should have had something from that chance, or at least an effort. Approaching half-time, and we've got another highlight. Hotic is hopefully going to win the header. He doesn't. Zubkov, Tyson, forward to Boyachuk. Only one player ahead of him at the moment, Marlos. Tyson, tackle him please. Zubkov, Boyachuk. Marlos again, Boyachuk, forward to Zubkov. Toivio misses his slide tackle and Bernard puts it in. It is 8-2, 8-5, sorry, on aggregate. 2-2 in the game at the moment. We need to get 3 more goals. Another highlight just before half-time. If this is a goal for us, this could be perfect. If it's a goal for them, it is the final nail in the coffin because that is 3 away goals. Bernard runs it down the wing. Is he going to cross it in? He's got plenty of players in there. Timon heads it clear. Aguinaga can't get there. Marlos in the area has a go. It is 3-2 to Shakhtar. It is 9-5 on aggregate. It is an own goal, apparently. I feel like that was a bit unfair. And the away goals have disappeared from this game, so we need to beat them 6-3. It's not going to happen. Half-time, and it looks like it is our defence that is letting us down. So, tell him it was disappointing. Popovsky looks stressed. Well, looking at the stats of our players, the defence is pretty poor. Lassu is horrific. I mean, Timon's playing alright. Midfield's okay. Strike force is pretty terrible. I think we need to probably change everything up. Right, we're going for 2 substitutions at half-time, and there is a debut for a right-sided midfielder at right-back. So, what we're doing, Popovsky is coming off for Rodrazka, and Tim Boone is coming on for Juna Toivio. Tim Boone is not a fullback. He is 100% a winger. The reason why I'm playing him there is because I'm hoping we can just use him to get forward as opposed to defend, because that's what we need to do. I agree it is 100% a terrible idea, but we need to win 6-3 just to get to extra time, so I feel like the match is already done. 47.5 minutes on the clock. Shakhtar with the ball, plays it forward, intercepted by Ramadan. Dino Hotic, one of our goal scorers, forward to Carniero. Carniero to Ballhalder. Ballhalder finds Aguinaga. Plenty of space. 4 players in the box. Crossed in. Carniero's there. In off the bar. It's 3-3. 3 more goals will put this to extra time, and it's very unlikely, but 3 more goals will do it. We've played just over an hour. I've told the team... I've tried to encourage the team. We are into... there's not a lot of time left. Well, I can't really do a huge amount. Right, let's pause it. Let's go... We're going to have to go overload. It's probably going to backfire, because they're probably going to get another... I mean, a 3-3 draw with Shakhtar Donetsk is not horrific. It's not great, but it's not horrific. Final substitution of the game. Edis Ibaguren is coming on for Alberto Seri. We've seen very little of Seri this game. I think that's all that's going to happen. Timon has a throw on. 77 minutes. Timon gets the ball back. Is this a highlight because we've just done a sub? I don't think it is, because he's already on the pitch. Vodrazka, forward, doesn't get it to Carniero. Anoma controls it. Hotic gets the ball. Dino Hotic across to Ballhalder. Aguinaga has plenty of space. 2 players in front of him. Josh Timon was making a run. Ibaguren's there. Doesn't get it. Timon collects. Heads it down. Aguinaga back to Timon. Crossed into Ballhalder. Controls it. Where you go and finds Aguinaga. To Josh Timon. Timon has plenty of space. Crossed in. Ibaguren's there. And Ibaguren has made it 4-3. 2 more goals. This is going to be a ridiculous... This is ridiculous. It's 9-7 on aggregate. What match has ever gone to 9-7 on aggregate? 2 more goals to go, and there are 6 minutes of normal time. Hotic, ball forward, Ibaguren's running onto it, but there are 4 Shakhtar players there. Kick upfield by the goalkeeper. Headed forward by Ramadan, but Bernard's going to collect it. Forward, Malishev, Bernard again. Ismaileh. Forward, Borachuk not going to get there, Ramadan is going to get there first. Back to Christian Lassu, who, if we get anything out of this game, he needs to give everyone, like, a meal on the house or something like that, because it's kind of his fault. I think we're somewhat in this situation. Boyachuk runs forward. He's gone out to the right slightly. Vodrazka intercepts, and he's going to collect the ball as well. That is a wonderful tackle. Forward to Ibaguren. In towards Aguinaga. Aguinaga smashes it into one of their players, and Boyachuk is now going one-on-one with the keeper. Has a go, hits it just wide. There is 5.5 minutes of normal time to play. They are down to 10 men. They've got an injury with one of their players, but time's disappeared. There's 5 minutes of injury time and we're getting no highlights at all. I think we've done all right. We've won the game, but we are ultimately going out 9-7. 9-7 on aggregate. That is a ridiculous result. We gave it our best. It wasn't. I'm actually quite pleased, because at least we won the game. Well, the Europa League dream then is over. Not that it really began. Although, we did get the furthest joint with PSV in terms of in the competition. So we got to the second knockout round. Ajax, who were also in this competition, didn't get this far. I think, it was Ajax, Heerenveen, PSV and us. Because all four teams managed to... Ajax got knocked out of the Champions League. So yeah, we have made it slightly further than most other sides. Liverpool have beaten Besiktas, but more importantly, Arsenal have beaten Real Madrid. Up next then is going to be back focusing in on the league table. And if we take a look at the league here, we are, like I said, we are way, way off the pace when it comes to challenging for the title or even the Champions League spots. We are fighting for third. We're fighting for third again. We got that last year. We got that a couple of years ago as well. We got fifth. So we are on par, but I really want to be pushing the top two again, like we were a couple of years ago. FC Groningen have set a new record for number of goals conceded in a season in the Europa Cup. We've shipped 23 goals. Previously it was 21 set by Videoton. We've conceded 23 goals in the matter of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. That's pretty awful. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Today we have Feyenoord, second place in the table. They really do need a victory, because if they win here and Ajax drop some points somewhere else, they will go top of the table. We really could do with a victory here, because we need to put a bit of space between us and the teams chasing. NAC are on joint points with us. We are only ahead of them on goal difference. PSV have a game in hand. If they win that, they will just be 1 point behind us. The starting lineup we are going to go for. In goal, Isaac Becerra comes in for Christian Lassou, who had a pretty shocking game against Shakhtar. He actually had two pretty shocking games against Shakhtar. Back four, Constant Nabu returns from his suspension, but he's only one yellow card away from getting another one in the league. Toivio and Popovsky are the two central defenders. Kingsley Madu comes in for the suspended Josh Timon. Midfield is Josh Onoma and Gianfranco Bolhalder. Hotic and Aguinaga are the wingers. Carniero is partnered by Edis Ibaguren today, as opposed to Alberto Seri. Marco Rusmir still injured, but he is sat on the bench now. A strange formation for Feyenoord, but they are second place in the table, but who are we to judge? This is going to be a very difficult game, because looking at the table down there, it looks like Feyenoord's defence is spectacular compared to ours. Their goal difference is plus 28 and they've scored less goals than us. So I think that we are going to struggle to score anything in this match. First highlight of the game, and it's taken nearly 19 minutes to get here. Luciano, forward, intercepted by Popovsky, kicked upfield. Carniero controls it. Runs forward, finds Ibaguren, who's picked up a slight knock. He's bruised his ankle, apparently. Onoma to Hotic. Three players in the box. Can he cross it in and find one of them? Aguinaga's there. Carniero's there, just over the bar. Bijlow with a free kick well outside his area. Meffert, former Groningen player, all the way back, though, to Becerra. Becerra, the goalkeeper, who he's played a lot more games than I was expecting, because he's not actually an awful keeper. Popovsky heads down, but only into Berghuis. Crossfield ball to Yuri to Torre into the bottom corner. We are 1-0 down to Feyenoord, and that is basically the match sewn up, and it's going to be 3 points for Feyenoord. We are making simple mistakes. Popovsky looks like he's taken the blame for that one, dropping his rating down to a 6.3. Constant Nabu has picked up a yellow card as well, which means he's going to miss the next match. Wonderful. Timchuk with a throw. Aguinaga intercepts. Ibaguren. Back to Popovsky, the defender. Madu. Kingsley Madu to Ibaguren. Forward to Carniero. Into the area. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. Gonzalo Carniero has scored a goal against Feyenoord, who I think probably have the best defence in the league. Making it 1-1. We're back in the game. Highlight immediately following the goal, though. Nays. Timchuk. Or Tim Meffert. Luciano. Ayob. I don't like the way they're playing Meffert. It seems like I always do this. I buy players and they're actually good players, but they just don't fit my system. Yuri into the area, hits the bar. Constant Nabu, you can clear it. Yeah, I sold Meffert to Feyenoord because we weren't playing him. Now I'm immediately regretting it. Half time and it has been all Feyenoord. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target, and actually managed to score a goal. Right, that was not the best team talk. Is there anything I can really do tactically to try and sort something out? I mean, I can go for a much higher tempo, or let's slow it down a bit. I'm going to tell him to shoot on sight. I don't know whether it's a good idea or not, but we're not having any shots, so if you get a little bit of a sniff of goal, just go for it, lads. 48 minutes on the clock, and I was going to say we've got a highlight, but it looks like it's going to go Feyenoord's ways. They've intercepted the ball. Toure runs it across the halfway line, forward to Yuri. He's the most further forward. He's had a shot, he's hit it wide, and I'm terrible at English. Popovski's on a 6.0 now. I'm thinking he needs to be coming off. Also, Dino Hotic is on a 6.3. He's not having a very good game. Ramadan's going to come on for Popovski. Hotic is going to come off. And I don't know who to put on the right wing. Juninho Bacuna. Sure, you can have a go on the right wing. Gaston, for some reason, I keep forgetting to put him on the bench. And I don't know why, because he's a really good inside forward. Nabiu with the throw. Toivio. The subs have literally just happened. Bakera the keeper. Forward to Ramadan. Ballhalder. Gianfranco Ballhalder across to Kingsley Madu, who I don't like playing, but I have no real options at left back other than him and Josh Timon. Meffert. Berghuis. Yuri forward, intercepted by Nabiu. Ramadan, back to Bakera the keeper. Smash it upfield. Go on, smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Go on, smash it. Kick it. Do something. Christ. Out to Aguinaga. Back over the halfway line. Ramadan. Kingsley Madu smashes it into one of their players, and they are going to score once again for a sloppy piece of football. Why were we weren't passing that. We were just kicking it. There's a very big difference between passing and kicking. Passing is where you're looking to give it to one of your players. Kicking is you just don't want it. We're going to lose this game, and we are going to lose it purely because things that are out of my control. Players just doing stupid things that I have no ability to control at all. Berghuis is going to cross it in. It's going to be 3, isn't it? Yuri's there. Off the bar again. Nabiu gives away a corner. Ayoub takes the corner. Luciano's there with a header, and it's just gone wide. Bakera with a goal kick. Is this going to be our highlight or probably theirs? Headed forward by Nays. Yuri collects it. It's going to be one of theirs. Yuri's just finding that gap between the defence and the midfield every time. Bakera smashes it upfield, but it's going to come back towards us. Onoma, though. Carniero. First time we've seen him really all game. Inside to Onoma. Onoma to Carniero again. Can he find anyone? Tries to play it to Onoma, but doesn't manage to do it. Yuri now. Yuri's got players running forward with him. Berghuis is one of them. Toure's another. Toivio doesn't get there. Oh. Toure on the volley hits it just wide. Toivio put enough pressure on him, I guess. I've just realised I said we haven't seen much of Carniero. He scored. He actually scored a goal. Ayoub with a corner. Crossed in. Berghuis is there. He's hit the post and it's gone in anyway. It is 3-1. This is game over. We've been basically schooled here by Feyenoord. Final sub of the game, and we're going to bring off another centre-back. This time, Toivio's coming off for Vodrazka. And it's constant little mistakes from players that really should not be making these mistakes. Toivio is an experienced centre-back. How can he finish a game on a 6.1? Into injury time, we are not going to get anything out of this match. Ajax are not playing at the moment. That's okay. I was going to say Ajax have dropped down to second place because of this result. Feyenoord will go top, but Ajax, I think, are playing tomorrow. Carniero tackles. It's over the halfway line. It is full time. It's a 3-1 victory for Feyenoord. We just weren't very good. Feyenoord go top of the Eredivisie then, thanks to that result. Ibaguren has bruised his ankle, is out for a couple of days, and Frank Dogbol is out on loan at STVV. I don't think I actually told you that. He's gone to, I assume, Belgium, probably. Belgium Pro League. He's playing 9 games. He's not getting really enough football there. The end of this episode then has kind of been disappointing. I mean, the start of this episode wasn't exactly great either. We did pick up a victory, but got knocked out of the Europa League. We've lost to Feyenoord. We've only got a few games left of the season, and I think what we're going to do next episode is going to be the final 2 games of the season. I don't know whether we are going to be going into the Europa League playoff mess thing, or we're going to finish third and just get straight into the qualifiers, because Heracles and NAC are going to be the final 2 games. NAC, they are pushing us. In the middle as well, we've got Willem II, we've got AZ Alkmaar, we've got Roda JC and SC Canberra. They are, in theory, teams, they're mid-table sides. We should be picking up, I'd say, 3 wins out of 4 there. I don't know who we're going to lose to, probably Canberra. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.